I've been thinking about the moments I actually want to hold on to this season. Not necessarily the picture perfect moments that you would expect I would want to document, but the ones that genuinely feel meaningful to me. For years, I tried to capture everything, every event, every photo, every holiday outing. They all got their own layout and what I was hoping would be a nice holiday album that encaptured the whole season. And by mid-December, I was always burned out and the album was left abandoned. So this year, I'm doing something different. I'm going to focus on a mix of familiar traditions and some new memories that will pop up during the month of December. And for things that haven't happened yet, I'm just going to leave placeholders and I'll drop in the photo or the journaling later. If you want to document your holiday season without the pressure to keep up, try this with me. Think about a few memories that matter to you, big or small, new or familiar, and they don't have to be full stories yet. If you have events coming up, just leave space for them in your album or journal or however you're going to document them. A photo can come later. Journaling can come later. All you need right now is the intention to capture it. Here's what I did. First, I made a quick list of memories from this season and a few from the past, things that stood out or made me feel something or think about something. Then I chose 3 to 5 that sparked a connection, a story, or a feeling. At first, I decided I was going to make a page, but then the creative muse hit and I decided to do a little mini album, but not as elaborate as the ones that I did before. I wanted to keep it pretty simple. I used double-sided papers to cut them in half to 6 inches by 12 inches, folded them in half, and then did a saddle stitch on them, and that became my little booklet. Pretty much everything in here was from my stash. I discovered the Echo Park paper in my stash. I think I had bought it back in April when I went to a crafting event. So I used that and the stickers, and then I used Simple Stories mix and mingle die cuts. They're like digital collections, and I realized I could upload them to Cricut and then cut them out, so I did that. And then I just pretty much put the pictures down, no particular order, just added the photos and then some of the different embellishments. I used the gems just to highlight a couple of places, but for the most part I'm just using the die cut stickers, the cardstock cutouts from Simple Stories, and then using some journaling blocks from that particular digital kit, some dot paper I had for some very, very simple captions. So I just try to keep it really easy. I was able to pretty much make this within 15 minutes, and then these blank pages I will fill in when those events happen. And actually, 2 other events will probably occur in December, but I still have space for those, and I'll put them here. And that's pretty much how the book came together. Really easy, really simple, no stress, and not a lot of design thinking went into this. Again, wanted to keep it so it wasn't overwhelming, and I think I did that. If you try this approach, I'd love to hear how it worked out for you. Just let me know in the comments below. If you want more story first, easy, creative ideas like this, you can subscribe to my weekly newsletter, Pages in Progress, for updates and tips and inspiration and all that good stuff. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays for however you celebrate it, and Happy New Year, and I'll see you on the flip side of 2026.